Hey my loves, welcome back for another video. If you're tuning in for the first time, I'm Ashley and today we're going to be slaying a bob from start to finish. So as you guys can see, this one is a kinky straight bob lace wig in the length 12 inches, and as you guys can see, she's nice, full, and gorgeous. We are starting off at the sink, and this is like the inside of the cap. It is a lace closure wig opposed to like a lace frontal wig, and I'll talk about that in just a moment. So for starters, I'm gonna go ahead and use my holding spray and just kind of spray the hairline and like brush the hair backwards. What I'm doing here is, you guys see there was ample amount of baby hair, and you kind of want to clean up the hairline and have everything going in the same direction. And that is because we are bleaching knots. If you want a detailed, in-depth tutorial on how to bleach your knots, I have a few on my channel, and I just did a recent one about a week ago. So of course I'll leave that in the description box, and in that you'll be able to learn how to do this at home all by yourself. Super easy and beginner friendly. So I went ahead and made my mix, and I am just applying it to the entire lace. So this one is a 6-inch deep part lace front wig. When usually you have a frontal wig, you'll have like 13 by 6 going from ear to ear. You do have the 13-inch across from ear to ear, but it only goes back 6 inches of parting space in the very center. So if you wanted to do like a deep side part, you guys can see it doesn't go all the way back 6 inches from ear to ear. It seems like literally on the side, like where I am right now, that's probably about 2 inches, and in the very center you have your 6. So this is going to work amazing for those of you who are not interested in doing like a deep side part, if you will. Now I'm going to go ahead and let the mixture sit for about 20 minutes. Then I went ahead and rinsed it out, washed with purple shampoo, and conditioned the entire wig. Then of course I went ahead and let it air dry on the mannequin head, and now we are here. So lately I never ever straighten my wigs without using a product, and the product I normally use is a heat protectant. So I went ahead and applied that, brushed it in really goodly, and I'm pretty much going to show you guys what the hairline looks like. Now it is pre-plucked, as you guys can see. I would always recommend that you go in and customize your wigs yourselves. So even though this has a nice pre-plucked area, definitely go in and customize it to your liking. For the sake of this video, I definitely did not, but again, I always recommend that you do. So I'm going to do like a nice silk press to the entire wig, starting from the back and sectioning the wig part by part or little by little and working my way to the top. We finally made it to the top, which actually took a while because this one is nice and full, and of course it is a kinky straight wig, so of course it needs a little bit more for that. But of course, if you want to wear this as like an actual kinky wig, like how it was in its natural state, I kind of feel like it's more of an afro vibe, which is not really what I wanted to go for. I literally just wanted to have the kinky texture, but it still be straight, and to me this mimics African American hair texture the most. And of course I did use the chase method, and this is just going to help me to get the best results. You can see the smoke, and again, this is because I did use a heat protectant, and this is pretty much the heat protectant doing its job, but I'm not burning the hair by any means. So for the hairline, I kind of make it look really good by using a wax stick. I apply a little bit around the hairline, brush it in and even it out, and then I use my electric hot comb to go ahead and sew that in and make everything flat and smooth. You see those little puff balls? That is my big girl, my oldest daughter. And as you probably can't tell on camera, but it really just make a huge difference as far as kind of getting rid of the flyaways and making everything look smooth and neat and pressed out. We are going to be doing all of the install process on camera, but I do like to prep most of the wig on the mannequin head. So I'm going to do the same thing to the opposite side, and then we're going to go ahead and cut off the excess lace. So now we're cutting off the excess lace, and I'm going to use an eyebrow razor. Now normally I recommend you cut the lace off on the hairline because you really want to cut the lace off to fit the shape of your hairline, and this is going to make it a little bit more mannequin-like or uniform. But I thought I would just show you guys a different way. If you are uncomfortable with cutting the lace off on your hairline, this is definitely a safer way to do it because you can actually see what's going on. You can have, you know, a little bit more control. So if you are a beginner, this is a good idea to do it on the mannequin head. But again, for the best result and have the most, you know, like custom, natural looking hairline, you definitely want to do this and cut along your own hairline. And as you guys can see, it is super easy this way. You can literally see exactly what you're doing, but you'll also see the difference with the hairline when I put it on and how boxy it looks, and that's the only con I get from it. So this is what the wig should look like at this point. If you want to make it glueless at this step, go ahead and add an elastic band. In this case, I chose not to, but this is what we look like, a little bit crazy, but we're going to go ahead and bond her on. You guys can kind of see how like boxy it looks. Like this isn't the natural shape of my hairline, and it may not be the shape of yours. You can go in and customize it a little bit more, but I am very messy applying my adhesive. Let that get tacky and bond the wig down. Now with the adhesive of choice of mine, this is only going to last for a day, and I'm going to have to reapply daily. If you don't want to have to do that, again, make it glueless by adding the elastic band, and you won't have to add any product at all. And of course, customize the wig around your ears so that it'll fit super nice and sleek and flawless. So for the mannequin head, I did do a center part, which as you guys can see was a little bit off, but I decided I wanted to do a side part. Again, I told you guys this is a lace front wig and you can't go ear to ear with the deep 6-inch parting. So I did a side part, but this was kind of the furthest I can go to the side. I couldn't really go too deep because it didn't go back 6 inches any further than this. Nonetheless, I made it work and it looked pretty good. Again, I'm using that wax and my heat to mold the wig into the shape and everything that I wanted. We're going to do a feather, and then I decided I didn't want to do the feather, so I did go ahead and straighten it back out, and you all will see that along the way. Also, don't forget to add your powder to your hairline and your parting. I did so on and off camera and it turned out amazing. So here I am blending my hairline and my forehead. There was no makeup on my forehead, and I know that was bugging you guys because it was bugging me. But I went ahead and added my powder, and I just literally took my foundation powder brush and I just kind of buffed my forehead and kind of buffed it around the hairline, and that way everything will blend perfectly. Also, I'm going to take a contour powder in the parting to make the parting look a little bit better. This is what we look like with the feather bang. I absolutely loved it, but because it wasn't a deep side part, I kind of felt like it looked a little bit weird from certain angles. So I'm going to go ahead and just bump the ends, and it's going to make it look even better, more straight. And then once you do this, it still has enough body to where if you want to flip it back and do the feather, it still has the body for it, but it just looks a lot more better. Sleek, nice, super sleek bob. Absolutely loved this look. And of course it has that kinky texture, so it is more realistic to my own texture of hair. And this is the box that the wig came in, of course, and they of course give you their wig caps and an elastic band, so make sure you keep a hold of that for your glueless installs. And yeah, and that's pretty much it. Just stay tuned for my thoughts on this wig. And as you guys can see, when you add powder, it kind of blends with your skin tone a little bit more. Okay, so that pretty much was it. This is the packaging that the wig came in, and you guys already seen the box. This one is their Kinky straight bob in the length 12 inches, and it's a size medium cap, and the parting is 13 by 6 in length. Now I kind of feel like the parting looks a little bit funky right there. It could be because of my cap or my braids, I'm not sure, but you can just take a little bit of powder and fix that super easy. As you guys seen in the video, I did do a feather bang at first and I loved the way that looks, but when I went ahead and pretty much straightened it back out, I really loved the way it looked as is as well. It kind of has an asymmetrical situation going on, but not too much. Like if you tilt, it looks asymmetrical, but when you go straight on, it kind of is a little bit more blunt. I did bump the ends a little bit so you guys can see how that looks, and it looks absolutely beautiful. You can also switch up the parting if you would like, and of course the hairline came super natural. If you want, you can go ahead and tint the lace so that you don't have to add powder. I just went ahead and used the powder because it's super simple and easy, and I did just place an order for a few different lace tints to try them out for you guys, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Again, this one did come from Dolago, so make sure you check them out. Link in bio for this one. Again, this one did come from Dolago. You guys know I work with this company often, so make sure you check them out. I have the link in the description bar as well as a list of everything I used to complete this look. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share this video with your friends, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.